Hey, peoples. Um,
So,
I
Mr.
don't be
Roger.
having knock jokes and shit, man. I just tell real stories in a comedic way.
Okay. You ain't
So
okay.
if y'all don't like dark humor, shit, let it be known right now.
Y'all niggas had Doink the Clown in this bitch. Y'all niggas, this is how y'all acted?
What?
Hold on, Stumbles. He's about to do his
Wait, what you
comedy
said,
set.
Stumbles?
Y'all niggas had Doink the Clown in this bitch. And this is how niggas is acting?
Doink. That's a weird name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like some
Ah!
wrestler
That's
stuff
Crazy
going there.
man.
He said he was the third doink, though.
he was a doink.
Pause.
He said it was three
What the
doinks.
fuck is going on?
Pause.
Can we get back to his set? Because he
Yeah,
got his
yeah, nah,
kids.
y'all bugging. Y'all bugging
Absolutely.
with the
Go ahead.
bullshit.
All
Yeah.
right, Tony,
Katrina
finish
says
telling
she
them.
don't like dark humor. Ain't that right,
I
Katrina?
didn't say that. Stop lying on me. That's two
You put
today.
the thumbs down.
Did I say I don't like dark humor? I'm
You
putting the
right.
thumbs down because I don't think you're going to be funny. Go ahead, man.
Hello?
All
That's a
right.
Oh,
little accurate.
You a
Oh,
fucking
shit.
hater, dog.
Can
hey.
everybody
I'm
mute up so
sorry.
that he can do his thing? I don't
Yeah,
know who muted y'all, but
I ain't gonna
Trina
hold
said
you.
stop lying
If
on her
the
tone.
yeah, stop lying. If the crowd ain't part of your you know what I mean, act, you don't have to address them. Let's
Yeah.
go, Tone. It's on you. Tony.
Is it Tone or Tony?
It's Tony Nova.
Tony,
Well,
Tony,
I
Tony.
like to start off.
We're coming off of the delayed mute. That was
It's
you'll be on
GSP.
yo.
Well, I like to start off by saying, you know, I think there's a joke in everything, like somehow there's a good laugh in death, the pastor who preys on little boys, Rick Ross as a bartender. Well, okay, maybe not everything has a good joke in it, but you never know what works until you try. And after, you have to keep working hard. Fuck what people think. Continue to be successful in what you do because dedication and work ethic can lead to being great at executions. And I think Hitler knew that. You know, I was an angry child. I used to question God a lot because it always seemed like he never listened to me, never heard me when I talked. Also question why he let certain things happen. Like racism, me not get that certain job, that one uncle watch us. But at some point I got fed up because my mother was a
Fuck is this
diabetic.
nigga talking
Shut up.
Don't even worry. Don't even worry, my nigga. He'll
But
figure it out when he's in the listeners. What you say?
exactly.
Okay?
But at some point I got fed up because my mother was a diabetic and had seizures. And one day she stopped breathing. Stopped breathing for 5 whole minutes. And that whole time I was praying to God and she was brought back to life.
I might gotta come back in because I can't hear him.
Leave and come back, Stumbles.
Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all have to listen to the stories. There's a lot of gems in there. Jesus. As I was saying. But at some point I got fed up because my mother was a diabetic and she had seizures. And one day she stopped breathing, for 5 whole minutes. And that whole time I was praying to God and she was brought back to life. And for the first time, I knew he was listening. I knew he was real. And so that night, I reached out to him again and said, "Hey, God, that was supposed to be longer than 5 minutes." These days they try to make jobs sound way more important than what they are. Like sanitation engineer. That's a fucking janitor. Like my uncle was a logistics transportation specialist, and my auntie was a traveling physical therapist. When in reality, he just drove semis for a living, and she just sold pussy at the truck stops. And that's how they met. He delivered loads and she released them. They were perfect for each other. Um, but onto something else. I've never been a fan of abortion. If that's what I need to have sex, if that's what I need to say to have sex, And I remember I slipped up and this girl got pregnant and she was actually trying to get the abortion. And this time I really wanted her to believe I wanted this baby. But man, I was really convincing because she started to second guess herself and I started to panic. She said, "Maybe you're right, Tony. Maybe going through with this is the way to go." And the only reply I could think of was, "I didn't know you were such a weak bitch. Like stand on business, ho. If you can't get past me, those motherfuckers outside the clinic are going to demolish you." Long story short, she finally got the abortion and I was so happy because I didn't want her to accidentally fall down the steps. On to something else. My homie is really talented, and the women are going to judge him, but he's a makeup artist, specifically mascara. And I hate that we have gender roles when it comes to certain jobs. Like you see the Asian man with his wife at the nail store and nobody judges him. You've been called 36 niggers while getting your nails done by him and you love it. Steve Madden literally made shoes for mainly women. Nobody called him sassy. They made him rich. But my homie is really good. And I told him that he could be like a famous artist in horror movies, and other shit. And he does the best work usually when he's frustrated. Uh like when his woman talks back. One argument, and she comes back with the most beautiful shade of purple and blue under her eyes. And sometimes when he practicing for his CSI auditions, she will look like the victim of abuse. And I don't have it in me to be that passionate. When me and my lady argue, the most I could do is go take a shower after I get done fucking her sister. And I'm gonna leave off with this. I pray, I pray one day
Nigga, shut up.
I pray one day I get, like a lot of money, I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to be rich, I know when I get a shitload of money, I'm going to spoil my woman real shit. Like if I ever become filthy rich, the first thing I'm going to do is buy a lot of jewelry and shower her with gold. And it's only gold because I don't drink a lot of water. That's been my time, everybody.
Yo, this
Yo,
nigga
hey
stupid.
yo, I didn't like some of that